Welcome back to another episode of Digital Tidbits. Today is September 26th of 2023. I'm your host, Shalika Law.
And I'm Joe Arias.
Your first reminder today is to update those Chromebooks. It's the end of the grading period. Grades are due, so make sure you update Chromebooks on student devices and teacher devices as well.
And this week's Tech Time Saver is going to be about zooming in and out on your page. A lot of times we want to zoom in and out on our screen. There's multiple ways to do it. Shalika is going to be modeling that.
Yes.
So like a lot of you possibly are using holding down the control key and doing the plus and the minus to zoom in is your plus, minus zooms out, and then to reset you do control 0. The other way that helps us a lot too is using your mouse. So you hold down that control key again.
Yes.
And this time you roll your scroll on your mouse.
The cool thing about that too is, one, I think it's quicker to do the control roll on your mouse, but also you can put your cursor really where you want to zoom in on, and it will specifically roll in and zoom into a certain area.
Right, where the other one will go just more towards the middle, or even sometimes the top right corner.
And then you just have to click and drag or use your scroll bars on the top or on the side and the bottom.
Right, so hopefully that'll just save you a little time there. I mean, whichever way you want to do is going to be your preference, of course.
Yes. All right, so Canvas New Quizzes has a new feature. And so let me also specify it is only with new quizzes, right. And I'm still wanting to test it with classic quizzes, and it's not going to work with classic quizzes. But the new feature is students can now build on their last attempt. So let's say it's a 10-question assessment, and the kids only missed 2 questions, and the teacher wants to give them another attempt to improve their score. If they turn on the Build on Last Attempt feature, it will gray out all the questions that they got right and only show up the 2 questions that they missed to build on their last attempt.
Right, and that makes sense, of course, to do that.
And so in new quizzes, you have to go down to build. That's a quick way to know that you are on new quizzes and not classic. You have to scroll down to build and click on the settings tab. This setting is under allow multiple attempts. So if it's off, you just toggle allow multiple attempts. You can change the score to keep the highest, the average, or the latest. You can have it limited, but put, like 2 or 3 attempts if you would like, or you can even change it to unlimited. So if it's penalty-free practice, kids can try as many opportunities as they want. And the option all the way to the right says build on last attempt. If you click that radio button, it says enable build on last attempt, and then you save it. Don't forget to save it. That will then give the kids the option to build on their last attempt instead of starting over from scratch with their new attempt.
Okay, so our last thing that we want to cover today is talking about Canvas images, correct? So in a Canvas course, you're putting in images all the time. A lot of times it's real easy just to find an image on the internet, right-click copy, right, go in there into that assignment and paste it in there.
Rich text editor.
Exactly, and paste it in there.
Yes.
Which most of the time that works, right? It's
when and that's actually newer. Within the last year, they started allowing you to copy and paste, right?
You had to upload them before, which is kind of what we needed. We're talking about today is you want to actually go ahead and save that, download that image. And talking about images, just make sure that the images you're using are, some that you have permission to use.
Yeah, don't copyright.
Don't copyright. So once you have that image saved on your computer, then you're just going to upload that into your course through the rich text editor and then save it. And now that's going to allow you, what's going to happen there is that's going to allow you to share that assignment with another teacher or from one of your courses to another one, and that image come through. Otherwise, that image wouldn't be there if you don't attach it and download it.
Okay, so just making sure I understand it clearly. Even though you have the option to copy and paste, that is not best practices.
Exactly.
Because the image won't transfer from course to course.
Yes.
The better option is to download the image and then upload it into Canvas.
As its own file, yes.
Perfect.
Thanks for joining us on this ever-evolving journey that is digital learning.
Until next time, always remember, cross your T's, dot your I's, and use these tidbits to kiss those digital learning fears goodbye.